A common type of question in GCSE paper will be to spot what's wrong with a questionnaire question and then to rewrite an improved version. So we're going to look at different things that could be wrong with questions and how we could improve them. So let's look at our first example. Which of these is your favourite colour? Red, blue, orange. Well, what if my favourite colour is pink or turquoise or black? The issue with this question is you're not giving people all of the options. You're not allowing for different options. So an easy way to overcome that would be to add on the word other. So if I was going to rewrite this question to improve it, I would probably put a couple of other options as well, but I must include the word other because you are not giving all possible options. So that was the problem that we can then put right by adding on the option for other. Next example, how much pocket money do you get each week? None, £1 to £3, 3 to 5, 5 to 10, £10 plus. Okay, so what happens if I get £3? Do I tick this one or do I tick this one? So the issue is the options overlap. So to improve this, I would probably want to change this to 1 to less than £3, £3 to less than £5, £5 to less than £10, and then £10 plus. So just by using that less than or equal to signs, or by writing it out as words, will overcome that issue. Next question, how much time do you spend watching television each week? A lot, normal amount, a bit. Well, the issue is that this isn't specific enough. Okay, what I think is a lot of TV would be maybe 3 hours a night, which you might think isn't much, okay, or is a normal amount. So different people will have different opinions as to what a lot is, what a normal amount is, and what a bit is. So you've got to be a lot more specific. So to improve this one, you'd probably want to give some options with numbers. So you'd probably want to say something like less than an hour. And then 1 hour, but less than 3. 3 hours, but less than 5, and so on. Making sure, though, that your options do not overlap. And this one, how much time do you spend on homework? An hour or less, less than 3 hours, but more than an hour, less than 5 hours, but more than 3 hours, 5 hours or more. So this is good because I've learnt from the one above and my options don't overlap. So what's my problem? Well, the issue is that you haven't given any sort of time scale. So do you mean per day, per week, per month? Do you mean per weekend? You must say how often. Otherwise, some people might say 5 hours, meaning 5 hours per week. Someone else could mean 5 hours a day, which would be 35 hours a week. So to put this right, all we need to do is add in a time scale. So we can put in per week or per day. It doesn't matter what the time scale is as long as there is one. Okay, so Emma wants data about people's favourite sports. She creates a survey and stands outside the local football stadium to collect her information. Why might this not be appropriate data? Well, the key word here is bias. Okay, a lot of people might be at this stadium because they like football. So it's not going to give a fair representation of the population. If you were asked how she could improve this, you might want to say that she needs to collect her information from somewhere else. So maybe outside a supermarket or on a high street or somewhere not related to sport. And finally, the school wants to find out about what students would like as after-school clubs. But they asked 10 students from Year 11, why might this data not be helpful? Well, if they want to find out what everybody in the whole school wants from after-school club, asking 10 students from one year group isn't going to help. That's not going to tell us what year 7 girls want or what year 8 boys want. So your answer would be that the sample size is too small. They need to ask more people and people from different year groups.